everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is the last day of me trying to raise my acceptance rate on Doordash. Well, I already know it's not gonna be above 50%, but I tried. So we began that day with 23% acceptance rate, which is pretty good because I don't think it's ever been that high. And my first order was a $20 on UberEATS going 3.3 miles, which I barely had the time to screenshot, as you can see. And this one was going to a nurse. She was actually working and she met me at the door. Everything was in stock except two things and she agreed to replacements. Super easy. She tipped pretty well, $11. And I declined my first DoorDash order, $6.50 going 2.8 miles. The money is just not high enough. And I decided to accept this $13 order on Uber going 3.2 miles. It's going a bit far away, but I just wanted to do something. Then I declined another DoorDash order, $12.50 going almost 9 miles for pizza. The mileage is way too high. And this $8.75 for almost 4 miles. Again, it's not high enough of money for the mileage. Then I decided to accept this $11.75 on DoorDash going 0.6 miles just to accept my first DoorDash order at this point. And this is the same customer who met me at the door the day before or 2 days before, so I didn't even have to do anything. Everything was in stock. He tipped $3, which my guess is DoorDash's recommended tip. I guess it's fine. It took me about 15 minutes to complete that order from start to finish. And I respectfully declined this $6.50 going almost 5 miles. This is a pickup order, not a shopping order, so there might be a hidden tip on that one, but I'm not willing to take the gamble. Then I accepted this beautiful order on DoorDash, $32 for 4.5 miles. So she had weird instructions. She's a regular customer. I've delivered to her several times. She's an amazing tipper. But this time she had an instruction that said that basically don't deliver to the front door because there is a cat in front of the door. And as soon as I accepted the order, she sent me a super long message with instructions about replacement, about the delivery, about everything. Basically, she wanted me to call her at the end of the shopping to talk to her about all of the replacements because she's visually impaired and blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, got it, will do. And then as soon as I was putting something unavailable, she was approving another replacement. So I didn't even have to call her. And then she did open the garage door for me, so I was able to deliver inside the garage, and she tipped $17, which is amazing. Then I got this $14 order on UberEATS for 1 mile for a customer that I've delivered to plenty of times. The only issue is her building is like the super long building. So we are all aware of the supposedly glitch on Uber when they took money from us because we got overpaid, right? So for that order, I did see a discrepancy. So basically the base pay was higher than what was promised to me. So instead of having the $14 as the whole order, the base pay was $15.93. I guess we got overpaid, but I still don't think it was okay for Uber to do that. Apart from that, I declined another DoorDash order, $8.50, going 5 miles for alcohol. And I declined this $7 order, shopping order on DoorDash. I don't care how much is it. I do not shop for less than 10 bucks. And Uber decided to do this nonsense again with the 3 minutes away without giving any information. So I don't know if it was a glitch related to the overpayment because my friend also got this problem, but I declined maybe 2 or 3 like that. So I turned my app off and on again, and I got this $17 order going 1.3 miles, so hopefully it would not do this glitch again. Come with me, let me take you right there into the stars. basically in her notes, she was saying that I needed to go at the end of the hallway and take the stairs. But she had a pack of cans and there was an elevator. So I was like, I'm not taking the stairs, I'm taking the elevator. And then I went to the end of the hallway and the apartment was there. Then I accepted this $19 order on Doordash going 3.1 miles for 14 items. Then I also accepted this $16 order on UberEATS going 0.3 miles. So I shopped for both orders at the same time. And then I went to deliver the UberEATS first.
Baby, I'm here to stay. So cast your doubts away. Don't let your feelings hide. Take me home for just one night. Promise I can make you feel.
And then I went to deliver the Doordash order. She's a regular customer of mine as well.
One night. Let me light the fire with your eyes. All night like we're royalty. You and I, we were meant to be. Come with me, let me take you.
So basically, everything went wrong with those two orders. So basically, when I got to checkout, I put my two orders on the belt, alright? And I put a divider in between the two. The thing is, I don't know what has been going on lately, but they are scarce on the dividers. So I guess the lady behind me got mad and she took the divider that I put in between my two orders and she took it to put it after hers. The thing is, I didn't realize that the cashier was just ringing and ringing and ringing, and I was like, wait, those are two different orders. So he had rang so many things that we had to void the entire transaction and go back and ring the first Uber order and then pay and then do the Doordash order. So that took forever. Cashier was like, there was no divider in between those, and I was like, I'm 100% sure I put one there, and they know me. I'm there every single day. It's not like I'm a stranger. And he was like, I know you do your job properly. So I looked at her and she was looking at the floor, and then she took all of her items and she moved lanes. And I was like, lady, you had to wait in line again and you made everyone wait just because you were mad and you took the divider in between my two orders. So apart from that person who was an absolute jerk, then I arrived to the UberEATS order, and last time she met me at the door. This time she gave me the gate code. I swear the gate code was not working. It took me like a good minute before it actually buzzed me in. And then when I arrived to the Doordash customer, because that's not over, I arrived to the Doordash customer. I've delivered to her plenty of times. I know where her unit is, and I arrive at the top of the stairs, and then I look at the unit number and I'm like, wait, that's not the unit number that's on the app. And I double check, and I guess this person moved units and now she's on the other side of the building. And thank God I double checked, because I was about to leave everything at the wrong door. And then I arrive at the right door and she was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, damn, that's the correct door. I thought I knew where she was because I've delivered to her so many times. I almost made a mistake. After all of this fiasco, I declined this $17 order going almost 9 miles for pizza on Doordash, and I declined this $13.50 going almost 8 miles for a stack order, and this $7.25 going 2.1 miles, this $17 going 6.3 miles for sushi, and this $12.60 for 5 miles for pizza. And then I got this beautiful order on UberEATS, $30 for 5.1 mile, which I obviously accepted. I was about to go home because I was tired, and while I was shopping, I declined this $3.75 for alcohol on Doordash. And I also declined this $9.75 for almost 5 miles for a stack order including alcohol. And this UberEATS customer I've delivered to in the past, he's a really nice guy and he answers the messages if something is out of stock. It was a PIN number, but he opened the door and gave me the PIN. This order ended up being $48.74. I guess there was a problem with this one as well. The base pay was too high. I guess that's why they took $32 away from me the next day. When I got this $48 order, I was pretty happy with that because it only took me 51 minutes from start to finish and it was 38 items, so I was pretty happy, but then I was bummed the next day. But anyway, I ended this kind of like mini challenge with an acceptance rate of 24%, which is acceptable considering I began at 6%, so I would consider this challenge as a success. Obviously, after that, I received a bunch of bad had orders, and now my acceptance rate is about 11%, if I remember correctly. But this challenge was a success. I did not see a huge difference in orders between high acceptance rate and low acceptance rate. When I have a lower acceptance rate, I receive less orders, but the orders that I'm receiving are doable, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me know if you have a high acceptance rate and if you see a difference between the two. In the meantime, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for everyone who subscribes and comments every single day. I try to answer every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.